Hi guys, it's Erin and I am back from my road trip. We went from December 19th to January 10th was when we got home. No, January 9th. January 9th in the early morning we got home because we drove in the middle of the night because we do that. I wanted to show you my album and I wanted to show you how I ended up buying this at Michael's while we were away. And I literally had no idea what I was going to do with it. I even said it to Mike, I'm like, this is 50 cents because it was on sale. This is 50 cents and I want it because of reasons. And I ended up putting my die cuts and a few of the things that I got during the trip. I got these doilies because they were discounted, and I got a few of these snowflakes and Jolie's things. So I put that in the bottom there for you know, easy access and protection and all that. And I was going to put the cards in there, but then it kind of bent things. So I kept the, this is all the Chamel paper that I showed you earlier. I didn't really end up doing pages like I thought that I would, because the problem is I don't work well without photos. I mean, I used to do it all the time, but I haven't done it in a very long time, and it's kind of frustrating for me to think, okay, this is what the photo would look like if I had it, but I don't have it right now. And I didn't bring my selfie, which maybe I should have. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of selfie stuff left. And I really like my Canon Pixma Pro photos better, and the paper's cheaper. So, you know, I obviously couldn't bring that because it's like the size of a small car. So I just worked a little bit with what I had, and I'm going to show you that now. And this will probably be a short video, and then I'll do updates because I really don't want to do it on camera because, again, it's very spontaneous, and I like to have a plan when I'm filming things, and I don't really have a plan for how I want this stuff. So I just want to show you the notes that I took and how I worked stuff out. This is going to be the title page, so I don't really have anything in there yet, but I will. And then, again, more title page and sort of planning and stuff like that. And then this is the first day that we drove, and you can see on the right side here I have all of the receipts from that day. And so I have all of that. And then I have notes in here as to what, yeah, this was going to be the thing that says, like, what day it is and when we left, and have photos of, like, I took a photo of the car all packed up and then, like, Vigo looking at us, so I'm going to have that there. And so this is going to make a bit more sense. But then, you know, I put in these pages, it's, you know, snapshots and memories. I'm going to keep that. And then I put placeholders for photos that I knew I wanted to put on there. And I was able to do some journaling while I was at his parents' house. And so you see I was looking at the photos, and I basically said what I wanted to put in there. And this, you know, then I started to do the actual date, so that's December 20th, and then these are what I had in my bag while we were driving. So, here, you can see better if I go like that. There. These are what I had in my bag as we were driving, so that way I would know, like, when I drove, or what we had for breakfast, when we left, when we got back on the road. And occasionally we didn't get a receipt for gas, so we would have to write down how much gas cost and where we got it and stuff like that. And then the rest of the receipts are here. And I was thinking basically doing two-page spreads, or 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. So, like, these are from the same days. And then, like, where I took pictures of our food and stuff, and then another food, and the places that the things that we did that day. So I have it all planned like that. And then this is when we got to his parents' house, and so I was going to start with, you know, this is South Carolina now, and since it's the holiday part, this is, you know, going to be, I was thinking about doing everything from the time when we got to South Carolina until through, you know, through, what do you call it, through Christmas, or maybe until through New Year's, depending on how much Christmas stuff I actually want to use, because I do end up having a lot of Christmas stuff, so I might end up just wanting to use that, because these papers are pretty, and I have a bunch of stuff, so why not, right? So I was going to do that, and make sure that it was all Christmas themed and pretty like that. And I still have more notes on, you know, what we did. And we went for breakfast at Blackstone Cafe, and we had shrimp and grits and French toast. And it was so good. Oh my god. I need like 7,000 tons of Southern grits, I swear. But, and then, you know, this is party food, because they had a Christmas Eve party. And then I spent all of Christmas making cards and stuff. I took pictures of my little Rick and Daryl. They did most of the photos while we were gone because they're from the South. So we were right next to Georgia, and so, you know, it worked out. So most of the activities involve them, although I did take a couple of pictures with Castiel and everybody, so they're going to be in the photos here. And I made sure to write down what we did every single day. Where we went to lunch, what the places that we went to see, like Fort Fremont and the Chapel of Ease, and what we did while we were there, because we're, you know, doing random touristy things. So I wanted to make sure that got recorded. And then I decided that I wanted to have at least this type of page start off every day. So I started to fill in this way, and then I'll probably put pages in between here, so it'll be December 28th, and then I'll have a page in between. But like I said, I haven't quite planned that out yet. So, because I have all those pages with like the Instagram squares, and I want to be able to decorate more. And because I'm usually so minimal, but I want to try and decorate a bunch, because I don't know how many 12 by 12 layouts I actually want to make. I'd like to just keep everything contained into here. So I'm going to try and do that. This is when we went to see Star Wars The Force Awakens. And so I have a photo of us in front of the movie poster. And like we went shopping, and still, you know, all of our receipts, I'm keeping them in the same place. This is when we decided we went to go visit one of his friends in Pennsylvania, back where he used to live. And so we began traveling then. And so you get more receipts as we travel across, you know, up. And this is receipts from going to old places and food places and stuff in Pennsylvania, in Pottstown, and then to Shady Maple in Lancaster County. And then driving back down, and then we went to see my friend Chrissy in Tennessee. So this is the stuff from her house, and then this is us going back. Oh no, we got to South Carolina at 2,300 hours, 2,349 hours. And yes, I use military time. I have since I was little, and there's no reason for it. I just do. So we were there from the 4th until the 5th. I didn't end up getting to write down much of these. I have to catch up with them, but I did organize out the receipts, so at least that's on there. I have to check with, I ended up mailing myself and texting myself whenever we would, you know, cross into a new state or something like that, so I have that ready to fill in for there. And so we left on the 6th, and this was us driving on the 8th. We got to New Mexico, and then we got to his brother's in Tucson, Arizona, and we stayed there for most of we didn't sleep the night, but we stayed there until 1:30 or something, and then we ended up going home, so that was technically January 9th, and so we got back on the 10th. And so this is a bunch of the rest of the page protectors, all the, you know, some of the different ones. I still have the Insta squares that I didn't put in here. So those are all different. And then this one back here is all the, well, not all of, but any menu that I could find that we picked up, and it's also the big receipts for the hotels, because those are usually a page long. But yeah, these are the menus that I could get, and I just folded them down. A lot of places didn't have business cards. With the ones that did, I put the business cards in here, so you can see Sweet Peas Barbecue, which I so recommend if you're in Tennessee. If you're in Knoxville, it is an insanely good place. And the photos, like when you see the photos, it's just, oh my god, wow. So yeah, I put the, see there's the Blackstone Cafe one. So I made sure to put those in, and I'll work them into the design. And then back when we go on the road, like I said, I want all the traveling to be to be in the road trip papers, like this one, in these papers, and then have road trip phrases, and then anything else before January 1st I want to have in the Christmas papers. So we'll see how that goes as far as embellishment. But that's what I have for now. That's what I did while we were traveling and while we were actually on vacation. Well, you know, I was able to get more details and actually write journaling and stuff while we were actually at his parents' house. But it's a lot of work, so I only was able to do so much and, you know, plan out the photos. So that at least helps start the album and have the photos planned out and be able to just go over to my printer and print what I need. And then I will now work on filling in the rest of it and getting all of that ready and hopefully finished soon. So I'm going to make another video maybe when I'm half done, like, you know, when I get to New Year's or something like that. Then I'll show you the progress that I've done. I don't want to tack it onto this video because it's already 10 minutes long. But, so yeah, that's my road trip album and my, you know, air quote, December daily all in one. And I hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching. And if you did like it, give me a thumbs up. So let YouTube know. Okay, thanks. Bye.